Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how we make our liquid soap. Again, everything at Crush and Clean is made in-house. Only thing we don't make is our shirts, but yeah, join us, check it out. Alright, so we're going to start out with measuring out our coconut oil. I like to start with my salad ingredients, so that if I do go over, it's easy to remove and not mix it with the previous ingredients. So, start with coconut oil. Alright, coconut oil is done. Next, we move on to shea butter. We don't put a lot of shea butter, just a little bit, goes a long way. So, we do that next. Again, another salad ingredient. In case we go over, we're able to remove some. It's important to be really accurate with the liquid soap so that you get the oils to combine with the water, and it doesn't keep separating once it's done. So yeah, there I went way over. I don't need much shea butter at all. Even that's a little bit too much. Alright, so that's the solids. Now we're gonna go with, I like to go high to low, so I'll start with the olive oil here. So again, extra virgin olive oil. Go slow just so I'm accurate. There it is. Alright. So again, it's mostly coconut oil and olive oil. So now we'll go to the jojoba oil. We add stuff like jojoba oil, hemp seed oil, and castor oil, and shea butter, just to add a little bit more moisturization. Add some good properties for your skin, keep it nice and healthy. Just a little bit of this. Alright, a little bit of that. Now we'll do a little bit of hemp seed oil. I only have a little bit left, but I don't need much. If I can get this open. There it is. Alright. And actually, I don't use castor oil in this, so that's it. We're gonna heat it up, and once it's melted, we'll add the chemicals, the lye. Alright? So we got our oils heating. Oils are heating up in the crock pot. While that's heating, I'm going to mix the lye, which for liquid soap is a sodium hydroxide. It allows it to be liquid at the end of the process. Usually it's potassium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is for bar soap. So again, potassium hydroxide, let's measure it out. really accurate. Again, since we have a low superfat percentage, that means that pretty much all the oils are going to react with the potassium hydroxide mixture to create soap. So if we have too much potassium hydroxide, we'll have leftover in the end product, and that's not what you want. You want it to be 100% soap with a little bit of excess oil for the hydration aspect. So, all right, so we got that mixed, we got that measured down. Now we're gonna measure out the water. Again, I use distilled water. It's free of the impurities of tap water. You don't want any of that trash in your end product. So, all right, let's measure this out. Perfect. So to speed this along, I'll stir it every once in a while. Again, we're waiting for this all to turn to a liquid. Once this is all liquid, we'll input the lye solution, which should go fairly clear if you realized it was cloudy before, but as it sits, it clears up. And that's what's going to turn our oils into soap and eventually our end product. Alright, so now it's all melted, all the oils are combined. We're ready to add the lye. Again, keeping it on a high temperature, hot process. So lye, add that in. See how it instantly changes colors, it starts to react. Once that's all in,
hire for half the cost of a recruiter
take
with
our
Upwork.
submersible
Upwork helps bring in
mixer,
skills on a project basis that we
and
could
just
never
start
afford to pay
going.
full time. With access to this level of talent, we're getting
See how
projects
it's
done
changing
3
colors,
times faster.
reacting.
Because this is how we
Oils
work
are
now.
combining with the lye, and it's starting to go through the saponification process. So we're going to do this until it starts to really thicken up. We want it to be nice and thick for the liquid soap.
$10 when you spend $35 on select oils.
It's going to turn into a solid block, kind of like Play-Doh.
Anything for pets.
As we heat it and as the water evaporates out of it. But yeah, so we're just going to mix this until it thickens. Alright, so it's really starting to thicken up now. If you can see, I'm going to pull this out, and it's getting hard to mix with a hand mixer. I don't want to burn out the mixer, so I'm going to stop, but see that? It's like a jello almost right now, so we're going to let it sit, and then we'll come back every 5 minutes or so and mix with the rubber spatula and see how long it takes it. It might take a little while, but it'll get there, so be right back. Now we've got almost like a glue-like texture to it. See how that just runs right across the top, really sticky. So that's what we want. So now we're basically gonna let it heat for 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes at a time. Come back, give it a hand mix, and just make sure it's still keeping together. This can take 4 to 6 hours for it to get to the point where we're able to actually mix it with water. So again, we're just gonna let it do its thing for a while, keep it on high heat. Probably about 4 hours, but we'll see how it goes. And I'll show you the process along the way. So let's check it out. It's about 30 minutes since I've been letting it sit and heat up. As you can tell, it's definitely thick. It's starting to separate a little bit, but that's alright. We'll just mix it back in. Mix all this back in by hands. So yeah, we're making moves here real quickly, which is what we want to see. Definitely hot. So as we continue to let it sit, I'm actually going to turn it back to low lower the temperature just a little bit. And again, every 15 to 30 minutes, I'm gonna come check on it, remix it, keep it together. All right, so see you in a bit. Here we are, we're back. It's been about an hour and a half, maybe. And this is what we're working with. As you can see, it's really thickened up. That's what we want to see. Really thickened up, actually. It's getting close to being done, so. How we know when it's done is we'll mix it with a little bit of water. And the water should go pretty much clear. It's not gonna go all the way clear, and I think that's because of some of the oils that I use, or stuff like shea butter and jojoba oil. Supposedly, they don't create such a clear soap that something like coconut and olive oil would create, which is fine. You know, it's not all about looks. I mean, it's to clean at the end of the day. So, but yeah, this is what it looks like right now. We'll probably give it a little bit more time, then I'll check it with the pH strip and the water test, and then if that looks good, you know, we'll dilute it down with our distilled water. All right, see you in a bit. Back again. Probably about 2 hours, 2.5 hours maybe. Here's where we're at. As you can see, it's getting a little bit translucent. That's also what we want to see. We're on our way, not quite there, but this is how it goes. So that liquid, all that oil, combined with our lye, and this is what we got going. A little bit of heat, a little bit of lye, turns into soap. Eventually we'll be able to dilute this down, but here we go. Alright, so we're about 4 hours in. This is what the soap paste is looking like. It's pretty much ready to go. I measured it. It's about 60 ounces of soap paste. So we're going to perform a 1-to-1 dilution. So I'm currently heating up about 60 ounces of diluted water. Once that comes to a boil, we'll put this in here and allow it to start dissolving. And that's the next step in the process. We're going to add the water that's going to dilute this down into our liquid soap. So, be back with you soon. We'll pour that right in
You
here.
could skip this ad, but don't skip the part that can help you get the job done.
Keeping the
At
crock
Grainger,
pot on low
we're here
heat.
for you with
It could
supplies and
take a while
solutions
to
for
dissolve,
every industry. Call,
but
click Grainger.com,
eventually
or just stop by.
this whole
Grainger,
thing should
for the
turn
ones
into
who get it done.
soap. So let's see what it looks like. Mix it up by hand real quick.
The biggest change I've noticed with using Hims versus other products is that my hair is actually starting to grow back. The thing with Hims is that they not only use minoxidil, but they also use finasteride as well.
And at this
The
point,
finasteride
we're getting close
stops
to
the hair
training,
loss.
so
And
I'm
minoxidil
pretty
helps
sure
the
that
hair
I'm not going to be
regrow.
able to finish this
All I had to
beforehand.
do
I'll probably
was
come
fill out
back
an intake form.
tonight.
Then a licensed provider reviewed my
And
information
hopefully,
and
if I
prescribed me
leave it
treatment.
for long enough,
Get
all of
started
this
today
will be
at Hims.com.
dissolved into the hot water. Again, it'll turn into liquid soap, at which point I'll be able to add the essential oils, give it a nice scent, a nice lemongrass scent. We call it Unleashed is what we call it. So it's a lemongrass, lavender, and some tea tree oil. Tea tree oil again with jiu-jitsu, with grappling sports, with athletes. You want to add some essential oils that are antibacterial, antimicrobial. It'll be a strong soap. This is more than just a hand soap. I put it in smaller containers right now, so it seems like people are thinking this is just hand soap, but no, this is full body soap, some of the best stuff that you can get. So anyway, I'll show you a little bit more of the process as we go. Hopefully we are able to get this all dissolved tonight and into our containers, label them up, and have them ready to go for, you know, the next few days to go out. All right, cool. All right, we're back about 7 hours later. Since I started, here's what it currently looks like. It's just about all dissolved in heated water. So this, clearly it's soaked. We got a lot of bubbles. I was just breaking up some of the big pieces that have yet to dissolve with this hand mixer. But it's looking pretty good. And tomorrow, it's late, so tomorrow I'll finish up. We'll add the essential oils. Again, it's lemongrass, lavender, tea tree. I'll show you how I measure that out, and then we'll add it in. And get this all bottled up, labeled, and it'll be ready to go tomorrow. So, alright, see you in the morning. Here we are, we're back next morning. Pretty much all of the soap base that we created yesterday is dissolved in the water. Not too thin. Again, we did about a 1-to-1 ratio of water to soap base. So again, it's not too thin. It's I think it's perfect. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get measure out the essential oils and add them in, and then start bottling this stuff up. So. Alright, so we're just going to measure out our essential oils. We'll start with lavender. So yeah, all our scents come from essential oils. We don't use any fragrance oils, which are synthetic. These are pretty much as close to natural as you can get. So it's supposed to be better for your skin, better for your overall health. So it's lavender. We got lemongrass. So make a nice lemon forward scent, really our unleashed scent profile that we use in beard balm, now liquid soap, even bar soap we use it. And anyway, it's a lemon forward scent, very what I would consider spring-like, and that's really good. Lastly, we got tea tree oil. It's perfect for after training. It's antimicrobial, antibacterial. We put this in almost all of our bars. Try to keep it not as the top essential oil, but
This
in the
rainbow
background
leads to
of the
creamy,
babies.
sprinkled brownie delight. New Hershey's
Add
Rainbow
those
Brownie Kisses
properties
candies.
and make our soap as cleansing as possible.
Cleans better
for
with fewer sheets.
people
Charmin
who are
Ultra
training
Strong.
scalp. Alright, so here we go. That's what it looks like. It's not too much, but it goes a long way. So then we'll just add in. Add that right in. Mix it on up. It's easier to mix up with the liquid soap because it's not so thick like the cold processed batches of soap. So I'll just mix it by hand, and once this is all together, well, first of all, now it's got a beautiful smell, so it'll be ready to bottle up. That'll be the next step. I'm just gonna finish mixing this up and we'll get to bottling. About 8 ounces. Well, I found out that it's much easier to pour once more, so heated the soap up about a minute in the microwave, and it's much easier to get into the bottles. Yep. Alright, so got all these bottles filled. Took a decent amount of time. Well, now I know that soap and warm are supposed to be temperature. This is what you get, it's just a little more valuable or release. Also, no cheating for it. Going up on with a little glass pour. But anyway, I got out of all that time, out of that batch, we grabbed 13 total 8-ounce jars of liquid soap. Again, I guess the good thing I picked it looks a little bit like hand soap, but it's good for everything. Great body wash. I use it often after training. A lot of my guys over there also use it. So once I'm out of these jars, I'm gonna upgrade to 16 ounces. But for now, these work perfectly fine. Once you get back to it, the last step is to label these with unleashed labels, actually from different. But I customize them. Really, everything is in-house, from the design to making the product to the bottom of the product. It's all us. So, and, get these labeled and they'll be ready to ship out. Alright, so as I said, I'll show you what the label process. Labels come like this. It's the design from our Inkscape. Those are unleashed design. It's pretty cool. We got some liquid in the logo there. Just in case you don't know. Usually go singing out. It's kind of a final project. Certified team for all these activities and more. Out of Philadelphia Skyline. Athlete tested, true, every day. We got the ingredients over here. So yeah, maybe somebody on New Jersey. This is the final product. Thanks for following along. Yeah, let's subscribe and share. Enjoy if you enjoy the videos. Thanks for sticking around, alright? So I'll talk to you guys next time. Alright, we got one last thing to do. Just to show that this stuff works out. Let's test out our liquid soap here. Let me get this open. There it is. Yeah, nice. Again, it's more than just hand soap, but definitely does the job.
Try new Game Relax Flings and Centipedes for twice the vibes.